Okay, so we are going to watch a movie. Um, the movie we're watching tonight, I have seen it before, and it is on YouTube already. I actually took the version that I'm watching tonight from YouTube. It's called The Long Walk Home. It's from 1990. See, it's right up there, The Long Walk Home. It stars Sissy Spacek and Whoopi Goldberg, and it is about a middle class white woman and her black maid struggling and trying to overcome adversities during the Montgomery bus boycotts. Now, if you don't know, this movie is about race, so there's your trigger warning. If you can't deal with these types of movies, go ahead and switch off. It's fine. Um, and it is a little bit of a white savior movie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. A lot of these movies are, in which a white savior movie is a movie where they take a black person's problem and they focus more on the white person and make it look like the white people had a larger hand in solving it than they really did. Now, what people might not know, I mean, people probably don't know much about the bus boycotts at all. What started it in part was Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white man and she was arrested. The black communities back then protested um, silently and peacefully. Sorry, there's things going down. And so, what they did in protest of Miss Parks being arrested was they boycotted the buses. Then, this boycott lasted for over a year. And I actually did a little bit of research to make sure that I could get the information out correctly because I didn't know how long it lasted. I knew it lasted for a while. It says here the Montgomery bus boycott was a civil rights protest during which African Americans refused to ride city buses in Montgomery, Alabama, to protest segregated seating. The boycott took place from December 5th, 1955 to December 20th, 1956. For over a year, this went on. And it is regarded as the first large-scale U.S. demonstration against segregation. Now, the reason that it worked, mainly, is money, unfortunately. They needed to get the black people back on the buses because they needed those dimes in that change box. Once they stopped riding the buses, they stopped bringing in the money. They didn't care about the black people, but they cared about that change. So they did everything they could to break the boycott and force them back on the buses, even though they weren't going to respect them while they were on the buses. It was, it was a fucked up time in history, to be, blunt. And I'm glad that we're not there anymore. You know, we're at a different place now, but we're not there anymore. Anyways, I'm going to get straight into it. Sorry, I'm trying to touch my floating ball and I can't grab it. There it is. Okay. Why can I? Okay. Wait, why isn't he French? Oh, I finished my Christmas tree for my hat. I'm making the trunk of it now. I have seen this movie many times. I saw this when I was a kid. It's a really good movie. Can't find my loop. I might have to turn my light up. There it is. Whoopee.
Her name was Adrasdea Archive. I called her Desi. As best as anyone knows, she was the first woman to rock me to sleep.
Where's my captions?
There wasn't anything extraordinary about her, but I guess there's always something extraordinary about someone who changes, and then changes those around her.
Oh, there they are.
That's me.
That sucks. They're in French. And really late. And now it's telling me they don't even exist.
I was only 7 years old.
Fine. We're learning French.
Excuse me, Odessa, I didn't mean to bring you down.
It's a piece of sausage.
Okay, that's sweet.
Odessa, we're having a cocktail party tonight, so I'm sending you to Oak Park with me as soon as Polly gets here.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone see my racket? Oh, I know where it is.
My cups.
I want a cup. Not today, young lady. Oh, your hands are sticky. Oh, that's because you never disciplined her. Where did you go? One guest, Sherlock, Trey, and I are playing at the club. Oh, well. Oh, Trey's gone.
My clubs, honey, if you could just get them to the pro shop.
Hey, I'm giving a party tonight. Cat's there. She's on the way.
I can't play with the grips.
Let's see. I really want to turn those captions off.
Odessa, just have him waiting out here at 3. I should be back from the beauty parlor and you'll leave by then. You be good, Catherine. I will.
The beautiful.
Bye.
I swear, they depict white women in these films as just doing nothing but playing cards and being at the beauty parlor. Having their hair done.
Y'all come on now, it's time to eat.
I feel like there must have been other stuff to do. It was like, that was how it was in The Help too. The women, they were just always playing cards or talking shit.
Hey! Hey! What you doing here?
Setting up lunch.
Can't you hear me, nigger? What are you doing in this park? Don't give me any of that mealy-mouthed crap. Now, this park is whites only, and that means niggers. Like, you best answer with yes, sir, when you're spoken to here. I don't care who you're taking care of.
That one kid don't
You
give
don't
a
understand
fuck.
nothing, do you?
She is swinging.
Go on, get your stuff together and get on out of here.
Poor Whoopi.
Come on, Mary Catherine, get your friends. We got to go.
I've never heard such nonsense in all my life. Let's just see it like this.
Yes, a white woman with a phone can solve everything. I told you, white savior movie. I say that as a white person.
Hello, could I speak to Commissioner Sellers, please? Mrs. Norman Thompson. Well, would you tell Clyde Sellers that one of his policemen threw my 9-year-old daughter out of Oak Park? He knows who I am.
I really appreciate you coming by this afternoon.
Oh, not at all, ma'am. I'm just sorry about the misunderstanding. Mrs. Cotter, I would like to apologize on behalf of myself, police department, and the city of Montgomery for what happened today in Oak Park. Hope y'all will come back to the park someday soon.
Even Mary Catherine knows
I
he's
hope I
full
didn't
of
cause you
shit.
too much trouble, Mrs. Thompson. I'm sorry if I embarrassed your
She's like a
maid in
baby.
front of the children.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma'am. I regret that this happened in the first place.
Look how thin Sissy is.
I will, ma'am.
Hate her.
Come on inside.
I love those old 1950s style dresses, though. I think they could even make a fat ass like me look pretty.
Alabama's got a small line. They're agile.
Oh my God. Oh, how's my little boo-boo?
Tucker's here. Tucker, welcome.
Yeah.
Glad you could make it.
It's
Oh,
nice
those
to
snappy
spot
looking
you. We
suits,
try
though.
to do it, Mary.
The blue. I like the shade.
Does I has to tip him? Well, being you my baby brother, why don't we just say that the drinks at $2 all inclusive? Thanks. Hey, y'all lucky to get a bartender at all. Niggas are all moving to Philadelphia. Why is that? Because they hear there ain't no work in Philadelphia.
Oh.
I don't get it.
You never get jokes.
It's hilarious. The people that do all of our work don't want to work. While we party and drink and make fun of
You
them.
better be careful. Should have you out there apologizing to him. What's this?
Nothing, just something stupid, that's all.
I'd like to know. Go on, tell me.
Some young policeman threw our maid at Oak Park. Mary Catherine and her friends were right there, and he was extremely rude. So I called up Clyde Sellers, and he had him come out and apologize.
What were you doing sending your maid into that park anyway?
Because she was taking care of the children.
But you shouldn't have the poor fella come out and apologize to a nigger, Mary. That's plain old wrong.
Look, it's not like she was parading her own children around the park, for heaven's sakes. And you know, I did grow up with a maid, and I've had them all my life, and I know what's right, and I know what's wrong. And I will not have my judgment impugned by some wet behind the ears patrolman. Oh, by you.
Go, Sissy. Your backless dress. Your purple hair.
I always thought so.
But I love Sissy.
My world was a bubble when I was 7. Wars could have been going on outside our front door, and I would have been all the happier. Thank you, darling.
As it kind of should be when
In
you're
a way,
7.
a war was about to start in Montgomery. A war of wills in the cradle of the Confederacy. It began on a crisp December day.
Mama, where you at?
What you coming in here screaming like a banshee about?
The lady gave these out to everybody after school. I read
she?
Give him the paper and let him read it. Watch it.
Drinking chai, by the way.
Another Negro woman has been arrested and thrown in jail because she refused to get up out of her seat on the bus for a white person to sit down. It is the second time since the Colbert case that a Negro woman has been arrested for the same thing. This has to be stopped.
We are therefore asking every Negro to stay off the buses Monday in protest of the arrest and trial. Don't ride the buses to work, to town, to school, or anywhere on Monday. You can afford to stay out of school for one day if you have no other way to go except by bus. You can also afford to stay out of town for one day. If you work, take a cab or walk. Please, children.
I heard about that last night. That one was Miss Parks.
Rosa Parks?
Yep, they had to bail out of jail for sitting on the bus.
See, the problem is,
I'll tell you what the problem is. I've never seen people get so much money as a piece. I think it's dumb.
I think you don't. Shut up, Frank. I bet nobody rides the bus.
Franklin, sit up.
Well, if
The
that
boy
don't
has
get
to live
off,
through this. He can't
here
even
we
read
are
the
without a
words.
car and somebody telling us not to ride the bus. Theodore and Franklin ready to follow along like lapdogs. If that ain't cutting your nose off to spite your face.
She's mad 'cause she ride the bus out to Newtown on Saturday to see that boy she thinks like her.
What are you telling on her? Oprah's outfit's cute. I mean, not Oprah, Whoopi.
I want to ride the front of the bus.
Hell yeah.
Lord, we thank you for this food we're about to receive. Watch over our souls tonight and help us live your word tomorrow. In Jesus' name, amen.
The buses are gonna be rolling around, bitch, be wasting their gas. Most of the white people have cars.
Bus is as empty as my grave. Starts to rain, people get on that bus.
no, they won't. Not unless they stupid as you are.
Mom, if we can't ride the bus, do we have to go to school?
Boy, you ain't never took the bus in your life. Now get in there and help me clean off that table. Miss Thompson. This is Odessa. Miss Thompson, I think I'm gonna be awfully late to work today.
Odessa, this is Monday. You know how badly I need you on Monday.
Yes, I know, Miss Thompson, but as I said,
Well, this wouldn't have anything to do with the boycott business, would it?
Well, Miss Thompson, the buses usually come past my house pretty near full, but today there ain't a soul on them except the driver, and this last one had a police car following it, so, ma'am, I ain't likely to ride the bus today.
Well, I was going to Curb Market this morning anyway. You live down on Cobb Street, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then I'll meet you at the corner of Court and Mildred in about an hour.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.
Alright, just keep it moving. Where a wall can be disrespected anymore.
Odessa, I'm not going to be able to carry you home. Mama needs help with Shelly's dinner, so I'm going to have to go on over later.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and show your mama how you help.
No, that's sweet.
Her shoes have heels on them? No, I think she don't.
No, it ain't mine.
I did them. It's Theodore and Franklin's turn.
You got a choice. Clean the dishes or clean the house.
Mama saw.
Good. She can do the dishes.
After you called, we waited for you to come on, Mama. We just ate while we waited.
He's been waiting all night to say that. Can I fetch you some supper?
Theodore and Franklin keep making fun of my cooking, and Daddy won't get them to stop.
Still coming to that mass meeting? It's in 15 minutes. Something to get you going.
What? Listen to a bunch of preachers talking about us plain folks wearing out our shoes today while they drove around in their cars? No, thank you. I put in my time at church on Sunday morning, not Monday night.
And can I go and Selma watch Franklin?
I want to go too. You know, just to have all the fun. I think she cut up the cleanest fudge and fried it.
Shut up.
Mama, I'm sorry about supper. I think it got worse since it got cold.
Get my shoes off. I'll be ready in a minute.
No more.
Got to give the girls some cooking lessons.
Mama, your feet.
I just got to get me some shoes that fit, that's all. I'll change my dress. I'll be ready in a minute. Don't want to be late. Might not get a seat.
You quit that horsing around in my... Get off my bed.
Daddy, you can't let her walk down to the church.
Don't worry about it. It'll make her feel better to go. It really will.
The only weapon that we have in our hands this evening is the weapon of protest. And we are not wrong. We are not wrong in what we are doing. If we are wrong, the Supreme Court of this nation is wrong. If we are wrong, the Constitution of the United States is wrong. If we are wrong, God Almighty is wrong. And we are determined here in Montgomery to work and fight until justice runs down like water.
I decided if I want to crochet some little presents to go under the tree on my hat, but I think I'm going to make it just the tree and on the back just the snowman. So it's a bit more simplistic.
Well, now, ain't you all full of the day? I ain't felt this good in a long time. Of course, when I got up this morning, I'd like to die. Once I started moving around, I felt pretty good.
You walked all that way across town?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a long walk, woman.
Yes, indeedy. you come into town and go to one of the mass meetings, you feel like you could walk forever too. I got me a ride to work and I sleep through it most of the time. I don't need no inspiration. Oh, that's... Now I hear that getting up early, moving around does it so good in the morning. I just wonder what it does for him in the afternoon.
What is not news?
I think I'm gonna have to ask Miss Thompson for some days off.
You be careful. A lot of folks losing their jobs Christmas next week.
Miss Thompson ain't as bad as some. She called that policeman out for me. I ain't never seen a white woman do nothing like that before.
Dessa, don't you go fooling yourself about that white woman. She don't know us and she don't want to know us. You may have a heart of gold, but she the one who sent you to that park and you ain't have no say in it. The policeman's apologizing to her, not you.
Well, still in all, I cannot keep coming home too tired to do the cooking and too late to do the cleaning.
You can always take the bus.
What? What did you say?
I guess it's like the preachers say, there's an easy answer for everything.
Nobody said it was gonna be easy.
Mary Catherine, will you stop messing with that silverware and sit down in that seat?
Just play.
I'm sorry I yelled at you. This got a lot of work to do.
Odessa, I'm going to Junior League, so you'll have Mary Catherine.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that all the silver you've done?
I've been feeling a little poorly today.
Well, you've been feeling poorly all week, and next week is Christmas.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I know you can't ride the bus, and I'm not a taxi service, but I can't have you coming in here in the morning and dragging around all day, Odessa. Not this close to Christmas. I go to Curb Market early on Tuesdays and Fridays so I can pick you up between 7:30 and 8 on those mornings until you can start riding the bus. And the other days, you're just going to have to get out here on your own. Mary Catherine? Mary Catherine?
I don't want you to go telling Daddy I've been carrying Odessa to work.
Now, I've got a good reason for this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
No slips. Santa might get unhappy. Understood? Okay. Bye-bye.
You gotta bring Santa into it.
Of course, what I cared about that Christmas were the little things. The presents I'd asked for, and the way I thought my older sister owned the world.
Mommy! They're here! Oh!
Hi.
Honey? Mama said you never wanted a Christmas list. I did not like the cheaper, Boo-Boo. I'm not Boo-Boo. Yes, you are, Boo-Boo.
Let me get these bags to Sarah's room, and then I want to take you all out for a
Oh,
surprise.
you mean after dinner?
No, I mean now.
Honey.
It'll be a lot of fun, honey.
Well, Sarah's hungry, and I've just made her favorite chicken tetrazzini.
Mother, I stopped eating chicken tetrazzini when I was 9 years old. Besides, I had my heart set on eating it that you liked.
She made me promise at the airport.
Honey, I've been cooking all day long.
Well, I promise I will eat cold chicken tetrazzini all week. This is the new subdivision. It's 41 lots. But I wasn't going to bring you out here till Christmas, but they put up these street markers, and I was just sure that somehow you were going to find out. Oh,
Is that named after me?
it sure is. And honey, over there, that's Mary Lane. And it runs into Catherine Court, so you have 2 streets named after you.
Really, 2 streets?
Yes, indeed. Way back there, you can't see it, but that's Miriam Street. So now all the women in my life have something named after them. And years from now, you can look back and know that people lived their lives on your street, and whenever they said where they lived, they used your names. Merry Christmas.
Just in. The Air Force has spotted an unidentified object on radar coming south over Alaska. Fighters were launched from bases in Alaska to confirm the sighting. They say it appears to be a small sleigh flying in the air. Could it be St. Nick?
They've run the same Christmas Eve story for centuries. I think this entire city would die of boredom. What's wrong with it? I mean, who do they think they're kidding? Nobody who really believes in Santa Claus is listening. You don't still believe in Santa Claus, do you? No. Good. If there was a Santa Claus, he would have surely swooped down and replaced that old thing.
Well, I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for that to happen.
I know. I'm back in Montgomery again. Harness the mule. It's time to go down to the well and draw some water. You'll be fine.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hi, now wait. I'll wait to the camera. Okay. Okay. Sarah? Merry Christmas.
An alien spaceship
Sweetness.
drawing.
Mary Catherine. Hold on. Look at the present.
Oh, Mary Catherine.
I got some aunts that bought their kids presents like that. I went over to one of my aunt's houses for Christmas with my grandma. I'll pause it real quick. One Christmas we went over to my aunt's house, and she had some kids. I think her youngest at that time was like 6. And so I asked her what she got for Christmas, and she said, everything. And she really did get everything.
In the ham and the fish, they're thawed, and the turkey's ready to be stuffed and cooked. Now the casserole still needs to be cooked. $3.75, but not till 1. You can't have cold casserole. You could get started on the deviled eggs though, and when Claudia gets here, one of you'll have to vacuum. Now, don't forget to put out the milk punch. Last year we were halfway through the day, and nobody thought to put out the milk punch.
That beautiful dress Sissy has on.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Odessa.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Thompson.
I'm just marveling at all of the clothes in this movie. I love 50s style.
She's got 3 whole outfits with shoes and socks and everything.
3 whole outfits.
Look at her bonnet and her dress and the ribbons and the shoes.
Beautiful.
Oh. Wait until you see what else I got.
You come running down the street, he's so excited, he fly right on here, grand Keith, land on the road. Does he still do that?
Now let's see if Tucker wants some of these linemen.
Hey,
think
you
I've added
see
my
that thing in the
trunk way
paper this
too
morning? I think
far
Grohl
over.
was lost his mind.
What are you talking about? What thing?
Didn't you read the
You
paper?
know what? I'm gonna go with it.
He's
It's an
talking about the ad
abstract
that Grohl
Christmas
let the
tree.
colors put in the paper demanding that we give it to them.
Well, it's stupid.
It'll be
It's
more
about
of
one
an
the stupidest things that ever
abstract
happened to this
landscape.
city because
Everything
who
will
really
be
cares
slightly
about the
off.
bus?
You don't understand. This is just a test.
In the paper this morning, they said they want all the bus drivers' jobs. Now, wouldn't that be great?
No, it seems to me that the way to handle this thing is to
Now,
play
who
it down.
said that? The white people
Supreme
or the
Court's
black
just itching
people?
to force this whole issue. Let them sit where they want.
It just won't work that way. I, for one, won't stand for the niggers in Montgomery run around yapping about how they won. Don't you think this won't have consequences?
Norman, don't you understand? If they get by with this bus thing now, well, in a few years you won't even be able to have this Christmas dinner. Because you'll have to have the maid sitting right beside you. Just communism is what it is, just a bunch of communists.
You mean the maid that's a part of your family and
None of
cooks
them
for
from
you every
Montgomery.
day and raises your
That Martin
children,
Luther King, he hadn't even
cleans your
lived here a
house,
year.
drives your car?
These niggers just want too much, and they're not willing to work for it.
Rolls, Miss Thompson?
No, thank you. Well, that's the way I feel. I don't care who hears me.
Everybody watching has somebody in their family like that.
Thank you, Odessa.
If you don't know who it is, it might be you.
Claudia, Odessa, that was a magnificent meal. And it was. Here's a little something for you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Odessa. We were just talking about the bus boycott. Claudia, I know you get a ride with your husband.
Yes, sir.
But Odessa, you're here 5 days a week. How do you get to work?
Today I walked.
I mean, on a normal day.
Well, I can't take the bus, Mr. Thompson, so I just will find me a ride where I can.
But if it was safe to ride the bus, you'd still rather walk than sit in the back?
Hell yeah.
Yes, I would have to say I would.
That's a long walk.
Yes, sir. Mighty long.
It was a delicious meal. It really was. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Thompson.
Well, I see your point, but I can't blame her because I don't think she's the problem.
The hell she's not. Why don't you get a new maid? Get a white maid.
She's been with us for 9 years.
She's a problem. She's not uppity, like some, not to your face. But slowly they all start asking for more, doing less. Norm, you got a good family, good community here. When was the last time you locked your door at night? Never. If you give in, what do you think is going to happen to this city? What do you think is going to happen to your family? Oh, you got to hold the line. We all do. If she'd rather walk, bleed out the soles of her feet till she begs to ride that bus.
Ooh, Mr. Thompson had a look in his eyes when he asked you about getting to work. Girl, I can't believe what you said. It's one thing I learned in this life is when you got your hand in a lion's mouth, it's better just to pat him on the head. Oh, Mr. Thompson's all right. He can mean nothing by that. But I tell you, Miss Thompson's mother almost got a plate of rolls busted upside her head. Ooh, and on Christmas Day. Lord, spare that woman's soul. I know you got to work here. But if she said that to me, I'd have thrown those rolls down and given her my apron. Told her the next time I serve her is the day after she walks to my house and cooks my Christmas dinner. Go ahead, girl. But I tell you, see, I sit up there and let her call me a lazy nigga and I'll walk. I'll walk till I ain't got no legs left if I thought I was going to give my children a better shot in the world. We worked so hard. Have some woman say what that woman said, make you wonder if we're going to be sitting in the backseat in heaven. And on Christmas Day?
On Christmas Day. That is the worst looking Christmas tree.
Y'all ain't gonna make me late for Christmas service.
Ain't going nowhere without Theodore. Besides, you don't look like you dressed yet.
What are you talking about?
Mama, you just don't look ready.
Theodore, see if you can find something in there for your mom to wear.
Has everybody gone crazy?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mama.
I don't know how I did it either.
Well, you know, ain't gonna wait for us over at the church now. Come on, y'all, here. Well, come on.
Mama's concerned now she's been hogging that phone in 10 times.
I gotta go to Shanny. Okay, get them lights straight before I get back here.
Well, I could get there if I wanted to. Yeah, why not? Stop.
Those old phones.
Yeah, I can get
They're all
there.
cord.
Yeah, I got away. I'm hanging up the phone, Rich. All right? All right? Okay, bye. Shoot, everybody's lost their minds.
Where's Selma?
She went down to Letitia for some hot chocolate.
Did Letitia call? What you got behind your back?
Nothing.
What is it?
Just Selma,
This
stop.
shit not worth the shit. Open your hand before I break it. Did Selma give you that quarter?
Can't say. You hurt my arm.
I don't want no trouble.
I'm just riding the bus, sir.
I ain't caused no trouble. I don't want me trouble. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I don't care. If God himself comes down there, you don't tell nobody that Selma and I left.
Yeah, that kid's obviously showing he's good at keeping secrets. Mind your business, Mr. McGee.
No, it was down class. My dad's not gonna care about it at all. I know it's his fault. Dad won't. My dad will. Hey, we got a nigger on the bus. She won't be black man. What's that? You wanna have some fun? Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, alright. I'm cute too. Yeah, it's my nigga. Yeah. From out of town? He asked you a question.
No, I'm not from out of town.
Pause it real quick. This is obviously a problem specific to her, but in the past, there were big problems for women of any color riding a bus or a train alone, as men would kind of surround them in the same way that they're doing to this woman, to the point that older women used to tell young girls to carry a hat pin. If you don't know what a hat pin is, it's literally a big pin, probably about the same size as my crochet hook here, except it's sharp. And they use it to pin their caps onto their heads so that they don't fall off. And if a man was getting too close, they could pull out their pin and stab him real quick, make him back off. There's a famous painting that depicts a woman on a train with a tear as a man is leering from behind her and she's preparing her hat pin.
You call him sir.
Hey, in case you hadn't heard, niggers quit riding the bus around here. Or ain't you a nigger, girl?
Say I'm a nigger, sir. Say it!
Y'all are gonna have to sit down back there.
This girl's sitting where I want to sit. She's supposed to be at the back of the bus.
trash.
You three, get off the bus. Right now.
Just let them ride so she's not left there with them. They're going to be even more angry if they have to get off because of what they're going to blame on her. This bus driver is putting her in danger by kicking them off. She'd be better if he just let them ride.
Trashy ass back on my bus again. I'll call you daddy.
You got a dent so much, dude. You use that one for your butt sex?
Hit you right out, bud. Your water's in the ditch, nigger. Catch it there! Come on back, nigger! What do you want? What did I do wrong? Why'd you run, nigga, bitch? Get away from me. Get away!
She didn't do anything wrong. What's the problem with this?
Don't talk that way to me,
fucking
nigga.
Leave my sister alone.
Why'd you push me, nigga?
Because you clearly just hit his sister.
Hit him!
No! No!
Yeah, nigga! Hey! If you want to hit someone, hit me!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you hurt. You got hurt.
Get his ass in the car. Let me take you home before I get lynched.
I didn't want to fall.
You stood long enough.
This was reality for so many people for so long.
Hello.
God, what happened to your face?
It's my fault. I tried to ride the bus. Theo got beat up by some of the white boys because of it.
You tried to ride the bus? Is that what you're telling me? You tried to ride the bus and that's why his face looks like that? What's wrong with you?
She didn't understand how serious it really was. A naive child.
Get Theo cleaned up here.
At least she was a
If
naive
you own a
child.
car, but you must be at work during the day, we have fine young men who can drive your cars, allowing you to still contribute to the boycott. And now the choir will sing, "We're Marching to Zion." Those of you who can help us with the car movements, come forward during the singing of this song. We are marching.
I hate church, but I do love church music because it offers hope. It's fake hope.
I'm sorry I'm
but it's
late.
hope.
I just had this stuff to take care of downtown. I didn't see any sense in making the trip out here twice. I've got this club luncheon, which means I have to go to the beauty parlor as soon as I get back, and then I have this junior league thing this afternoon. Now, what is he doing?
Oh, they're trying to break the boycott. They just follow behind people and try to give them tickets. You just drive nice and slow, Miss Thompson. You go back to the lot.
Is that the big boycott carpool stop?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I believe it is.
Is that woman driving for the carpools?
Well, I don't know if she is, but I know there's a lot of women from the Air Force Base who do.
Let me tell you, it was just a so I come to find out from Odessa that they are driving these
Imagine
mates
being a
around
wife
bases.
to a black person in the military back then.
There are white women
Your
driving
man
for
can
the
go
carpool.
off and defend his country, but he can't sit in the front of the bus.
I should have known they were Yankees. But they had police out there and they were following people around. For a while, Odessa and I thought they were following us. Miriam, are you driving your maid to work?
They were following
No,
Odessa.
Laura Ann. 2 days a week I go to the curb market and I just pick her up on those days. And you were talking like you thought those white women driving the carpoos were wrong. You're just as bad. Robert says this whole boycott would end tomorrow if people like you would stop driving their maids to work. Is that what Robert says? Well, my maid has a car, so I don't have to worry about it. Well, I told Kathy that if she wanted to boycott, that was fine, but she'd be on her own. She fed me all this junk about, oh, I was not wanting to boycott. I was just walking because I can't ride with all these police and stuff.
Sorry, it's the name.
I told her fine. Just be at work on time and don't leave early. One club.
Well, better well believe she's sitting up front at those church rallies.
Yes. One's fake.
God
Well, I don't
forbid.
really care what happens to the boycott, but I do care if I have a maid. And if that means driving her sometimes, well, that's what it means. 2 clubs.
40,000 local Negroes continue to walk and ride in carpools as the city buses roll without passengers. An announced settlement with Negro ministers proves to be an empty promise. In day 49, the Negro bus boycott. Dramatic new developments from City Hall. Good evening. I'm Carl Stevens, WSFA News. Mayor Gale announced today he was calling off negotiations in the Negro bus boycott, saying that it was
Jonathan, I have to go.
call for all Montgomery to stand up against it.
It's not right. Sit at the table and you have to me. Hi.
That's my little boo-boo.
Oh, she doesn't like to be called Boo-Boo anymore. They make fun of her at school.
Well then, I will never call you that again. If you just
Give your Uncle Tunk a little
sugar.
I'm getting bad, touchy uncle feelings.
I
always liked Mary Catherine better anyway. That's the type of name you'd expect for a princess or a queen. Because you are a princess. My beautiful little princess. We better be off.
Well, good luck.
Luck? Citizens Council don't need luck. Not with men like your daddy.
Oh, I thought you were going to a business meeting.
No, Citizens Council meeting.
Oh. No, could I talk to you for a minute, please? These are the people that you said couldn't count to 10. You're going to go to one of their meetings?
The whole thing has just gotten out of hand. You know, the mayor, the city commission, they've all joined. So for me, it's either joining this group or the Klan.
Oh, honey, that's not true. The mayor and the commission are politicians. They'd join the circus if they thought it'd get them reelected. You're beginning to let your little brother lead you around by the nose.
Listen, I don't care whether you like Tucker or not, but don't you tell me what to do. I'll make up my own mind. I'll join any goddamn group I please. Are you ready? Sure. Well, this is not at all what I expected.
Yeah. See, no white sheets. No secret oaths.
You mean I don't get to learn a coded handshake? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Norm Thompson. Yeah. Oh, hi. Jeff Soule with Avalon Brothers.
All right,
Nice to see you. Glad you could be out tonight. Thank you. By the way, you know, I've just been put on the planning commission. If you ever have a zoning problem, you give me a ring. I can reach you right.
Thanks, Jeff. Over half the small business owners in town are members of the council. You mean half the white small businesses? If you call what the niggas do business, Commissioner Sellers.
How you doing, Clyde? All in all. Didn't think you'd be out here after that phone call I got from your wife a while back. She was right, though. The police department's got to keep its nose clean. Hope you can get the rest of that country club crowd out to some of these meetings. Well, if the niggas keep pushing the way they are, we'll get them off the golf courses for you.
No. What I want is to get them on the course. Best caddy I ever had was Necker.
I know the journey has been hard. Many of you are tired. We've seen a city that has turned its back on its black children. We've seen a mayor and city commission which has taken a stand for injustice and bigotry. Moses fought the Pharaoh long and hard for his people. But Moses stood tall for his people. When the children of Israel were led out into the wilderness, they didn't walk for just 1 month or 2. They walked for 40 long years.
Jade is on Reverend King's house.
This is not how he died. This is before. If anybody's confused. They bombed Martin Luther King's house.
Wait. Let us pray. Father, I've just heard terrible news.
It'll still be a little bit before they straight up assassinate
I've
him
heard that the
on the hotel
bombs
balcony.
thrown at the house of a young man so full of the Spirit. Father, we pray thanks for sparing the life of Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Lord, keep our outside. These dark days hold our hand as we walk through the night. Lord, don't
Why are we creeping, sissy? Nice glasses. Sissy is just serving looks in this movie. Imagine being raised by somebody and then as an adult being told that that person that raised you doesn't have the same civil rights as a human being that you have.
Is there anything you need, honey?
And you're just okay with that.
When's Odessa getting here?
Well, she's probably going to be a little late on account of the rain.
Isn't she usually here by now?
Not really.
You mean she comes in late a lot?
Odessa gets here just fine every day. Now, I've got to go. She'll be here soon enough.
Miriam?
Yeah.
Just how does Odessa get to work?
Well, I was going over to the curb market today anyway, and that's over on Madison near where Odessa lives, and I was just going to go ahead and pick her up.
You're gonna do what? How often do you drive her around?
Well, I go to curb market twice a week. That's it.
Yeah, I am trying to hold my head up as a white man in this town, and you're caught in a nigger maid. There's no wonder none of them are riding the buses. They have you to carry them around.
What should I do?
Odessa walks to work 3 days a week. She can walk 5. You can just get on the phone and call her now.
Norman.
Now, damn it!
Motherfucker, you said you could join whatever club you want to. Why can't she? Oh, right, because she's a woman. His woman.
No. Yes, ma'am, I can be to work. I'll just be a little late.
sorry I got so upset before. Can I talk to you for a minute? I know you don't keep up with things. Even I thought this boycott business was silly when it first started. And if it wasn't being made into such a circus by the coloreds, I'd still think it was silly. But it's not anymore. Driving Odessa to work just wasn't the right thing to do. You know that. I think Odessa has been a wonderful maid for us. When she's here, that's what she is, a maid. And that's not the real Odessa. We don't know that woman, can't ever know her. It's like a dog knowing a cat. It's a different species. And you driving her to work is telling her that she's just like us, and she's not, and she never can be. Even if I thought you didn't understand that, and I know you do, I still couldn't let you drive her to work. Do you know what would happen to you if the wrong people saw you? You saw the pictures from Tuscaloosa when they kicked that nigger out. There are people here now that are ready to do those things. Don't go off on your own. Ask me. I know what's best.
Boy, I hate this man.
Miss Thompson? Miss Thompson?
Odessa, I didn't know if you'd make it. I did the breakfast dishes.
Miss Thompson, why did you call me at home and tell me you couldn't carry me to work anymore? Well, if you won't ride the bus, Mr. Thompson doesn't see why I should have to suffer. I didn't ask you to suffer, Miss Thompson. Wasn't me, Odessa, it was Mr. Thompson. He was home with a cold today, and he found out. Let me get you something dry. Yeah, thank you. So, what are you gonna do? I don't know. I can't walk and I can't ride the bus. Can't you just walk until this whole mess is over? Miss Thompson, you're a good woman. I got to find me another job. I got to quit. I got to be able to take care of my children. Well, I understand. You know, it's funny the way people are. This morning Norman was acting so sick, and then he found out I'd been driving you, and he got so mad. He jumped out of bed. I guess that got his blood going, and he started feeling better and went on to work. Norman's just always been where everything's segregated. That's just the way he thinks. When I was 15, my girls' club went on a bus trip across the country. It's in the 30s, but my family had some money, and I remember we went to Portland, Oregon. It was the middle of the summer, and it was hot, and the bus driver found this public pool for us. We went swimming, and then these two colored boys came and got in the water. And let me tell you, you've never seen 20 girls get out of a pool so fast in all your life. We just didn't know any better. But I remember watching those other kids in the water, and they just kept right on swimming with those colored boys, and they didn't seem any the worse for it. The rest of the world around you is living that way, and so you just don't question it. Years ago, I decided I'd live with Norman for the rest of my life. And part of that means living the way he lives. But sometimes Norman says things that makes me wonder if he saw as much of the world during the war as he thought he did. But he's a good man. He's a good provider. In a lot of ways, he's a better husband than I am a wife. He's better with the children. He can say a word and make them smile. I can't do that.
Miss Thompson, he can't be a mother to.
Odessa, you do the mothering. I saw the way you held Mary Catherine when she had the chicken pox, and you hadn't even had it.
Miss Thompson, anybody would have done that.
I wonder. Would I done that for you, daughter?
Miss Thompson, I don't want your children to grow up scared of mine.
It's just that a lot of the wives are scared. I'm a little scared.
We're all scared. What's scaring you, Miss Thompson? Who you are, who Mr. Thompson wants you to be?
Hi. Here. Let me take your coat. How's your cold?
Oh, I'm miserable. I feel like crap.
Well, that's nice, honey. Odessa walked to work today.
Oh, you told us you had to?
In the rain. From Cobb Street. But she's not walking again.
No?
No. You have your job, and I guess you do it just fine. My job is to run this house, and as long as it's clean, supper's cooked, and the laundry gets done, I don't think it's any of your business how it happens.
Wait a second. Aren't you forgetting who pays the bills around here?
Well, then, what time should I be ready tomorrow?
Ready for what?
Well, I'm going to go downtown with you in the morning and help you with your job. You seem so intent on helping me with mine. Or if you don't like that idea, I do have a college education, so I'll just go out and get a job of my own. It'll probably be something secretarial, but I'm sure I'll manage. You will have to take on a lot of the housework, which will include finding a maid who can get out here. But the money I earn will be my own, and I'll do with it what I damn well please.
You serious?
And that includes giving it all to that Reverend King and the Montgomery Improvement Association so they can put an end to this whole boycott mess. And do you really care if I drive Odessa to work? We're having pork chops for supper, and I told Mary Catherine that you'd read to her before she went to sleep. Did you get Mary Catherine to bed? What are you doing? Or are you just not not going to talk to me? Honey, there's no reason to be so mad.
You pissed him off, sissy. You
Norman,
said the
talk to
dreaded
me.
word.
You already made up your
No.
own mind. No need to talk to me.
Honey, I'm doing what I think is right. Where are you going? Norman, I'm still your wife.
That's all you are.
Odessa, come on, sit up front with me. Odessa, how does that carpooling system work?
Well, I don't use it often, Miss Thompson, but I believe that drivers come at the end of the day to places like Cloverdale and they pick up the women that need the rides.
It's a little more organized than that, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. They look for the ringleaders of the boycott. They pull them over and give them tickets. If they see too many coloreds in the car, they pull them over too.
I'll probably get lots of tickets.
Miss Thompson, it ain't just tickets. Once you step over there, I don't know that you can ever step back.
But the boycott needs the help.
Miss Thompson, this boycott's going to survive without you driving.
Odessa, I want to do this. I want to help.
There's a lot of ways you can help, Miss Thompson. You could just write a check.
If I wrote you a check, it would be Norman's money. This is something I can do. This whole mess is just about riding the bus anyway.
It's not.
That's what it is now. But we're going to win this thing, Miss Thompson. When it's all said and done, people are going to look at you, Miss Thompson, and they're going to say that you were part of this.
Well, let people say what they're going to say.
And what about when it isn't just the buses? When it's the parks and the restaurants? When it's colored teachers in white schools? What about when we start voting, Miss Thompson? Because we are. And when we do, we are going to put Negroes in office. What about when the first colored family moves into your neighborhood? You know, Miss Thompson, ain't nobody going to think any less of you if we just turn around and go back to the house.
I don't want all them beans, Selma.
Eat what you're going to eat, and I'll let you have the rest for breakfast.
Mama,
Don't be a crybaby.
but it's beans.
Hush up and let's say the blessing.
I'll say it.
I'll say the blessing tonight. Lord, I want to ask you to bless this food for which we are thankful to receive. Watch over our souls tonight and help us live your word tomorrow. And Lord, please watch over Miriam Thompson too. In Jesus' name we ask this. Amen. I got my reasons.
Hi.
My mother began driving 5 and 6 days a week. My father knew she drove Desi, but he didn't know she drove for the carpools.
I may be a little late, so I'll get my own dinner. You know, we all are going down to this thing this evening. You come? Well, I was planning on it. Yeah. Listen, I want you to come see something with me first. Say 6:15? Okay. Good. Good.
When we started staking this place out and taking down tag numbers, we came up with a few surprises. That wagon registered to you as one of them.
She's been here the last couple nights at this time. Driving for a few weeks, apparently. I didn't find out until this morning. Well, Norman, you have to know.
Not like this.
I'm sorry, but now you can't ignore it anymore.
Well, I won't.
No. Now, she's got Mary Catherine over there. Don't go making a scene in front of the child. Let me go.
This is my problem. I can handle it.
Yeah, handle it. At home. In private. Not in front of the girl and a bunch of niggas. I can get rid of them. I'll get them out of there.
Let her wait for a few minutes till things start up, then she won't leave.
Yeah, well, don't you get cute with me.
Hey, I made plans to be here tonight a long time before we found out about your wife, and so did you.
Christ.
Give me 5 minutes. Huh? Let's go.
Good to see you.
Charlie?
Police pulled out about 20 minutes ago. There are a couple of folks already here.
All right. All right.
A lot of women from Bellingham being medals in the middle of the day. We need some cars on those routes.
Okay.
Now what?
Marion?
Do you know him?
Yes.
Is he trouble?
No, I can handle this.
Excuse us. Marion, you shouldn't be here. Is that Mary Catherine over there? You shouldn't be bringing her into a place like this.
Well, Tucker, I don't think it's any of your business.
I don't think you heard me right, boy. Marion, don't be telling me this isn't any of my business.
Well, then don't try to run my life.
You should leave.
Tucker, there are some
Can I help you?
depending on me for a ride. They'll be here any minute. I'll leave them.
Yeah, you got an ashtray?
Maybe you can tell
If
me.
you don't have any business here, I'd appreciate it if you leave the lot.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you got your black ass out of my face.
Marion. Marion? In a few minutes, 150 men are going to shut this lot down any way they can. I think Norman might be interested to find out why his little girl was smack in the middle of it.
Winston, what do you think I should do with a nigga like this one?
Charlie! Charlie! Get off my back, nigga!
Come on, baby.
Charlie! You want to hit me, black boy, huh?
Come on. Gotta go.
You ain't driving your nigga made out of here.
Get away from my car.
No, you get away from your car. You want to act like a nigga? Then you just get your daughter and walk with the rest of the niggas. What y'all think we ought to do with Mrs. Martin Luther King, huh?
walks with the rest of the niggas.
Miriam, you lost this one. Let's go.
Go to hell, Tucker. Just go to hell, you ignorant son of a bitch.
Kick his ass, man. Kick his ass. This boat's back. Get it.
It would be years before I understood what standing in that line meant to my mother. And as I grew older, to me. Boycotted the buses in Montgomery. I knew one. Her name was Adrasdea Archive.
truth crusher will rise again. How long? Not long. Because no lie can live forever. How long? Not long. Because you shall reap what you sow. How long? Not long. Because the order for the modern universe is long, but it didn't start just us. How long? Not long. Hold up to that beautiful city of love. We're marching. Hold up to that beautiful city of love. Let's go.
Okay, well, I'm crying, but that was the long walk home. Here's what I got done of my hat. I don't have too much extra to say that I didn't say during the movie. I'm thankful that this particular part of our past is our past. Things are still bad, but we're slowly moving towards a place where all people can be seen as people.